Okay, so Lisa and I were stumped in Tuesday's Search for Streicher. We've been debating this. I think we've got it narrowed down.
I know, we keep going back and forth. He gave us a few pretty good clues over the past hour. Now it's time for us to guess so he can get back and get some of that great food that we just made, okay?
If we're
so
nice
let's go
enough
over the
to
clues.
share with him. We might not.
All right, so the first clue. Home to Delaware's last remaining first-run single-screen theater.
Okay, second clue is town was named after a Revolutionary War general.
And the third clue and final one, the town's famous chapel was built in 1755. That's the one that's getting us.
And that's the one that's getting us.
Yeah.
So we've tossed this back and forth about whether or not, to be honest with you, Sean, I've been all over the state trying to think before this. What we talked about Camden, we talked about Frederica, we talked about
Milton,
Selbyville.
Yeah.
And I think we finally settled
for Dagsboro.
We're both going to go with Dagsboro.
Yeah, guys, you got it right, so hopefully that'll make you more inclined to save me some of that soup. Jimmy and Lisa, I'm in Sussex County in the town of Dagsboro. Now, Dagsboro was founded in 1747 and was once known as Blackfoot Town. It was later named Dagsboro after General John Dagworthy, a brigadier general in the Sussex County Militia during the Revolutionary War. Dagworthy is buried at Prince George Chapel, which is a 259-year-old chapel. It was purchased by the state of Delaware in 1976. After a major renovation, it was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. Dagsboro is also home to Clayton Theater, which is the last remaining first-run single-screen theater in Delaware. Like many independently owned theaters, when Hollywood announced they were going digital, Clayton's had to make the switch or close its doors forever. Now, thanks to the support of friends, loyal customers, and local businesses, they were able to raise enough money to buy a digital projector, helping to ensure its future in Dagsboro. Well, there you guys have it, the town of Dagsboro. Back to you guys.
We did it!
We got one right!
All right!
It's a celebration all around. Join the party.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you for watching Delmarva Life. Be sure to join us tomorrow. We've heard that BRCA2 gene mutations have been linked to breast and ovarian cancers, but now researchers are learning that a certain group of people with this defect is at another risk of a serious, even deadly health condition. We'll tell you who it is and what they're at risk of developing.
Now let's turn to cervical cancer. A recent clinical trial is being called one of the more promising new approaches in fighting cancer. Find out how the body's immune cells are being used to attack tumors.
And when it comes to cancer, did you know there are certain foods that can fight the disease? We'll find out what they are.
If I had to admit it, I'd have to admit that it's hard to resist feeding my Fido my human food, but the FDA is warning that it could be fatal to feed our dogs from the table. As a matter of fact, it's so dangerous, they've put out an official statement listing the worst human foods for dogs, and we're going to tell you what they are.
What about ice for dogs? You may have recently seen an article on social media warning you against giving your dogs ice water. We're going to get to the bottom of that debate.
So do you need a cat or a dog to care for? We've got you covered there too. This is Scooter. Delmarva Life Sean Streicher will introduce us to him and a few more furry faces that would love to be yours.
And we're welcoming back the Stems to the Delmarva Life stage. We're so excited to have them taking us into the weekend.
Now don't forget, if you missed any of today's information, just visit WBOC.com, click on our picture, it's at the top of the page. Delmarva Life, life at its best, here on Delmarva.
Don't go anywhere. WBOC News at 6 starts right now.